What is revisionism in socialist thought? Imagine a world where ideas about how society should change are constantly shifting. That's what revisionism is all about in socialist thought. It's a way of rethinking or changing some of the core ideas from traditional socialism and Marxism. It started in the late 1800s with thinkers like Edward Bernstein. He noticed that capitalism was not collapsing as Marx predicted. Instead, he saw that the middle class was growing and workers' conditions were improving through reforms. Because of this, Bernstein believed socialism could be achieved gradually, by working within existing democratic systems, instead of through violent revolution. Revisionists rejected some key Marxist ideas, like the labor theory of value, which says that the value of goods is based on the work put into them. They also questioned the idea that class struggle alone drives social change. Instead, they focused on improving workers' lives through laws and policies. They believed that social justice could be expanded by reforms, making socialism more practical and less revolutionary. This approach influenced social democratic parties in many countries, especially in Germany, where they pushed for policies like better health care, education, and workers' rights. But not everyone agreed with revisionism. Revolutionary Marxists like Vladimir Lenin argued that it watered down the fight against capitalism. They believed that true socialism required overthrowing the capitalist system and establishing a dictatorship of the proletariat. Lenin saw revisionism as a way of avoiding the real struggle and making socialism easier to achieve without challenging capitalism directly. Critics said revisionism was a form of opportunism that compromised the original goals of socialism by settling for reforms instead of complete change. Philosophically, revisionism also moved away from Marx's focus on material conditions and dialectics. Instead, it sometimes leaned toward ideas that emphasized ideals or reforms without fully addressing capitalism's contradictions. This meant accepting capitalism's persistence and trying to soften its worst effects through policies rather than ending it altogether. In terms of different branches and interpretations, revisionism has shaped many modern socialist movements. Some advocate for gradual change, democratic participation, and social welfare programs. These ideas are often seen in social democratic parties that work within parliamentary systems to improve society step by step. Others see revisionism as a way to make socialism more adaptable to changing times, especially in countries where revolutionary methods seem less feasible. In essence, adapting socialist principles through revisionism means updating and reformulating ideas to fit current conditions. It's about pushing for change through peaceful means and legislative reforms rather than revolution. While this approach has broadened the reach of socialist ideas, it also sparks debate about whether it stays true to the original aims of Marxist theory. Some see it as a practical way to achieve social justice, while others worry it might dilute the revolutionary spirit needed to fundamentally transform society.